Happy Saturday. Welcome to Reading the Bible with Loke. Pick up where we left off. Kinda. Second Chronicles 9, chapter 20, verse 20. I still don't. All King Solomon's drinking vessels were of gold, and all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were pure gold. Silver was not considered valuable in the days of Solomon. For the king's ships went to Tarshish with the servants of Huram. Once every 3 years, the ships of Tarshish came bringing gold and silver, ivory and apes, and peacocks, exotics. So King Solomon surpassed all the kings of the earth in wealth and wisdom. And all the kings of the earth were seeking the presence of Solomon to hear his wisdom which God had put into his heart. Each man brought his gift, articles of silver, gold, garments, weapons, spices, horses, mules, year by year, like clockwork. Now Solomon had 4,000 stalls for horses and chariots and 12,000 horsemen. See, that's why I need that farm talk. That's why I'm gonna educate myself with farming. I got a lot of respect for the farmers of the country. Very, very admirable line of work. And I just want to know farm talk. Like, I feel like 4,000 stalls is probably something crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's just something crazy. All right, and he stationed them in the chariot cities or with the king of Jerusalem. He ruled over all the kings from the Euphrates to the Philistines and as far as the border of Egypt. The king made silver in Jerusalem as common as stones, and cedar wood as plentiful as sycamore fig trees that are in the lowland. And they were importing horses for Solomon from Egypt and from all other countries. Now the rest of the acts of Solomon, from the first to the last, are they not written in the records of Nathan the prophet, and in the prophecy of Ahijah the Shilonite, and in the visions of Iddo the seer concerning Jeroboam the son of Nebat? Solomon reigned 40 years in Jerusalem over all Israel. And Solomon slept with his fathers in death. He was buried in the city of his father David. Rehoboam, his son, reigned in place. Rehoboam. RB. Rehoboam went to Shechem because all Israel had come to Shechem to make him king. When Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, heard for he was in Egypt, he had fled from the presence of King Solomon. He returned from Egypt. And the people sent messengers and summoned him. So when Jeroboam and all Israel came, they spoke to Rehoboam, RB, saying, your father, King Solomon, made your yoke hard, heavy, difficult. That's in parentheses in the Amplified. So now lighten the hard service of your father and his heavy yoke, which he has put on us, and we will serve you. What does that mean? I don't see where life was hard. Y'all see where the life was hard? Mm. RB replied, come back to me again in 3 days. So the people departed. Then Rehoboam consulted with the elders who had served his father while he was alive, asking, "What advice do you give me in answer to these people?" They answered, saying, "If you are kind to these people and please them and speak good words to them, they will be your servants forever." But the king rejected the advice the elders gave him. Okay. You know, feeling that? All right. I kind of feel that a little bit because sometimes I personally have went to like an elder and gotten advice, and I'll be like, nah. All right, let's see what happened to RB. Here we go. And consulted with the young men who grew up with him and served him. Now I ain't done that. You know, I ain't gonna. If I don't listen to OG, I'm not gonna listen to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just probably gonna go with. I haven't. Anyway, he asked them, "What advice do you give us regarding the answer to the What advice do you give to us regarding the answer to these people who have spoken to me, saying, 'Lighten the yoke which your father has put on us'?" The young men who grew up with him told him, "Tell the people who said to you, 'Your father made our yoke heavy.'" What? "But you make it lighter for us. My little finger is thicker than my father's loins." Huh? I feel like it's pretty much like, look, uh, look, what's your daddy? Your daddy, I don't know. All right, let's move on. "Now my father loaded you with a heavy yoke, but I will add more weight to your yoke. My father disciplined you with whips. I will discipline you with scorpions." Wait a minute now. You know, Solomon, he had slaves, but he didn't use them like that. They was in the army. So on the third day, Jeroboam and all his people returned to RB, just as the king had directed. Returned to me on the third. The king answered them harshly, for King RB rejected the counsel of the elders. Right? He spoke to them in accordance with the advice of the young men. "My father made your yoke heavy, but I will add to it. My father disciplined you with whips, but I will handle you with scorpions." So the king did not listen to the people, for the turn of events was from God, that the Lord might fulfill his word, which he had spoken through Ahijah the Shilonite to Jeroboam the son of Nebat. When all Israel saw that the king did not listen and pay attention to them, the people answered him, "What portion we have in David? We have no inheritance in the son of Jesse. Every man to your tents, O Israel. Now, RB, the descendant of David, see to your own house." So Israel went to their tents. But as far as the Israelites who lived in Judah cities, R&B ruled over them. Then King RB sent Hadoram, who was over the forced labor, and the Israelites stoned him and he died. And King RB hurried to mount his chariot to escape to Jerusalem. And Israel has rebelled against the house of David to this day. Lord have mercy. Now RB came to Jerusalem. He assembled the house of Judah and Benjamin, 180,000 warriors to fight against Israel to restore the kingdom to RB. But the word of the Lord came to Shemaiah, the man of God, saying, "Say to RB, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and to all of Israel in Judah and Benjamin, you shall not go up nor fight against your brothers. Return every man to his house, for this thing is from me." Yeesh. And they listened to and obeyed the words of the Lord and turned back from going against Jeroboam. RB lived in Jerusalem and built fortified cities for defense in Judah. He built Bethlehem, Etam, Edom, Tekoa, Beser, Soko, Adullam, Gath, Marshah, Ziph, Adoram, Lachish, Azekah, Zorah, Ajalon, Hebron, which are fortified cities in Judah and Benjamin. He strengthened the fortresses and put officers in them with supplies of food, oil, and wine. And in each city he put large shields and spears and made them very strong. So he held Judah and Benjamin. All right, let me go a little bit more. Further, the priests and the Levites who were in Israel took their stand with RB with all their districts. For the Levites left their pasture lands and their property and came to Judah and Jerusalem because Jeroboam and his sons had excluded them from serving as priests to the Lord. He had appointed his own priests for the high places. Oh boy. There you go. I'm just saying, ain't no good history once you start doing that. Once you know over the history, when you read it, you be like, all right. So you guys have a good, enjoy your weekend. I will put something on the grill today. My burnt offering. It's been a while. And we will reconvene at another time. Thanks for reading the Bible, Alok. I know it's working. We just gotta stick with it. All of us. We gotta stick to it. All right.